Hi, this is Dominic Patrick with the Andrews 5 Company. Today I'll be debriefing round 3. To introduce this presentation, our purpose is to do a debrief of two of our products, the Able, our traditional, and Acre, our low end, since our strategy calls to focus on the traditional and the low end. Um, we also have it's a product cycle focused strategy, um, and I'll do a little financial overview of the two products and whether or not we are executing our strategy. As far as the organization, we're going to do part one, the traditional Able product, and part two, our low end Acre, and then for part three, we're just going to do an overall conclusion on both the products and how we're doing overall and things we need to improve on. So we'll start with Able, our traditional. Some general themes. Uh, High market share. We this round and last round we've maintained the most market share of any other products in the traditional segment. I think this is partly because of our high awareness of the product, which is at 100%. We're very happy about that. The status of the product is we ended up having too much inventory at the end of the year, almost the same amount that we ended up selling. This ended up hurting us a lot. Uh, otherwise, um, otherwise, we think it's a healthy product, and we believe we are executing the strategy as best we can. Um, besides um, we overestimated how much we would um, how much sales we would have this year. Um, we did it based off of last year, but things changed, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. Um, we do believe we are executing our strategy. So a little financial summary on Able. Um, the revenue, as you can see here, uh, about 20 million less than last year. Last year we did very well. This has to do with changes in the market that we did not foresee. Um, the we managed to lower our variable costs and keep our fixed costs about the same, um, but overall our profits, as you can see, 374,000 to last year's over 5 million. This was largely because of our inventory problem and um, a lot less sales than we had last year. Even though we maintain the highest market share and 100% awareness, something went wrong. So let's look at some other things to see what happened. So if we compare our fixed costs, put a little bit more into depreciation this year, research and development. We put a lot more into that. Part of our strategy is to maintain a longer product life cycle. So we wanted to add research and development so we can prolong the life of our product by improving it. Um, for promotions, we didn't do as much as last year because we have 100% awareness, so we didn't think that was going to be an issue. We did a little bit less in sales. Uh, our accessibility is very high for this product, so we did a little bit less, and for our total was a little bit less, but about the same overall. So if you look at the market share for this top part is from round 3, and this is the previous round 2. Our market share is at 13% compared to last year's 24%. A lot of this change had to do with, if you see down in here, there were 3 products that were non-existent that now you can see they're starting to gain market share and popularity. Maybe they had just entered the market, so um, or they have improved their products. So I think where our inventory problem came is that we expected to sell about the same amount of units as we did last year, but as you can see, it was about 800,000 less. And this has to do with these other products gaining part of the market share, which will be taken away from us, and we didn't quite account for that. Um, just to have a look at our inventory issue, we were left at the end of the year with 1 million units left in inventory. Um, this is a really bad number considering it's close to the number of units that we sold. So we definitely need to take into account that there are other players in the market right now, and adjust. Though we want to grow and we want to, but first we need to make sure we gain a profit. To summarize this product, negative, again, too much inventory. Um, Positives, high market share, high awareness, good revenue. Um, there are a lot more positives than negatives, even though the one negative has a very large impact. We do think because of all the positives, we are executing our strategy, and we have set ourselves up to have a much better year in the next round. So we move on to our low-end product, Acre. Some general themes: high awareness, high accessibility. Again, highest market share. The status of this product, we are very happy with the performance of this product. It's very healthy, and it is that way because our strategy is coming together and it's working. Um, so we'll can do a little deeper on the numbers and why we think that. The financial summary: our revenue was a little bit less um, than last year, but still fairly high. We had less variable costs and a little bit more on our fixed costs. In the end, we do we did have a drop in profit, though 7.5 million is good. It's still less than last year, and we we don't want to be getting smaller. We want to be growing. We want to be selling more and making more each year. Um, so we're going to have to look back and look at some more numbers and see where we made the mistake. Um, Fixed costs. You see research and development. We spend nothing on that. It's a low end product, so it's not the point. It's not supposed to be great. It's not supposed to be always improving. It's just steady. So we kept that at 0. A little bit less in promotions because it's just like the other product. The awareness is very high. Lower on sales because the accessibility is good, and overall our fixed costs were a little higher, but still around where we want them to be. Um, so if we look closer at our variable costs, we spent a little less on materials, and where the problem came in and where the reason we had less profits, not a huge reason, but it is about $870,000 difference in our inventory carry. That's definitely something we can improve on. It seems that as we move on in years, these other products are starting to learn the market and are starting to move in and take some of the share. So we thought we would be about the same as last year, and we weren't. So we had a little bit more inventory left over than last year. Well, quite a bit more inventory than last year. Last year, it's hard to beat last year, but um, it's still something we need to improve on. If you look at the leaders in market share, so this top portion is from round three, and the bottom one is round two. Um, though for the market share, we dropped 4%. It's still high, still something we're happy with. Um, you can see there's some more players in the market. People are doing a little better. Not too much, but our um, our customer awareness here, you can see, went up 2%. So that tells us we're on track. We're executing our strategy, and another reason we're excited for the next round. Also, a big part of this is customer accessibility. We moved from 70 to 80%, which was a fairly large jump for us, and we expect that to grow even higher. Um, the I think the customer awareness is helping that, but we expect that to get higher, and we expect that this jump in customer accessibility to help us a lot in the next round, to maintain our position as the majority market shareholders. To summarize this product, negatives: decreasing revenue. Obviously, that's not what you want. Um, so we are going to take a look at our inventory. We're gonna take a closer look at the rest of the market, um, and make a better estimate on how much we believe we're going to sell in the next year. Positives: profit's still good. Decreasing, it's still where we want it to be. Even if we can maintain, I think that'll be helpful for our company overall. And it's important that we do what we can in research and development, and maybe a little more effort in sales to maintain the higher market share. An overall conclusion: I think we need to consider other markets um, entering and taking some of the market share. Um, there are things we can do to prevent them from coming in, so we need to do a little defense, as well as just continuing to improve our product, to extend the life cycle. Basically, just keep on with our strategy, and I think we'll be okay. Um, right now, we believe our products are in good position for the future. We've learned from our inventory mistakes. Um, we understand that we still have a lot of faith in our products, and we want to um, maintain quite a bit of inventory, but we're going to need to make some more pushes to sell the product, and to make it more accessible. Um, so that is all I have. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions for me, please let me know. Thank you.